From the northern tip of Staten Island, a surprising tale of perseverance and transformation.
It's a survivor from a past era.
There are so many rich and fun stories that come out of this place.
In December 1929, as Wall Street crashed just across the New York harbor, doors opened to the stately St. George Theater. The theater's simple facade was offset by its opulent interior, featuring lavish tiled fountains and intricately carved woodwork, murals depicting lively scenes from Spain, and one of the largest cantilevered balconies in the country, an engineering marvel which ensured that no beams or pillars blocked views of the stage.
Just being in it and admiring it, I mean, the beauty of it was unbelievable, and the workmanship. You couldn't get that workmanship today, any way, any shape, any form.
An architectural masterpiece, the theater would endure a handful of makeovers over the years.
It became a flea market. It became vacant. So people would just drive by it on the way to Borough Hall, on the way to the ferry. They didn't know what the heck was going on in here.
By the turn of the millennium, managing the once grand movie palace had become an uphill battle.
It was sort of like a big white elephant. You had all this beautiful architectural wonder around you, but it was also starting to fail and fade, and was very expensive to bring it back or maintain it.
One by one, each new endeavor failed, and the wrecking ball drew ever closer, until it captured the heart of one tenacious Staten Island family.
Somebody had to do it, and we knew it wasn't going to be easy.
Rosemary Capozzalo, a Juilliard-trained dancer, teacher, and mother of 3 daughters, ran 2 small dance schools on Staten Island. To her students and community, she was known as Mrs. Rosemary.
My mom grew up in this theater. I loved hearing the stories that her brothers and her would come here and see movies and double features. They'd even have ballroom nights here. She loved this theater. So we reached out and we said, if we start a nonprofit, would you donate it to us? The rest is history.
Within the first 12 weeks of taking over the building, Mrs. Rosemary and her daughters began their first attempts at hosting programs.
Right away, we wanted to bring in the biggest headliners here. We wanted to do local entertainment. We wanted to have graduations here.
I remember getting off the phone during she was doing programming, and she hung up the phone and said, Howie Mandella's coming. I said, great, now all we need is lights, sound, and chairs.
Despite all of their hard work, putting the theater back on the map was a lonely endeavor.
We felt like orphans. We knew people were behind us, but not yet. They'd pat us on the back, nice work, nice work.
You know, you hate to say this, but a lot of guys think that a woman was never going to be able to do it, particularly a woman who ran a little dance school.
In the beginning, see, no one knew of us. No one knew of the St. George Theater. So we went to every fundraiser, every Rotary meeting, breakfast, grandmother's club. Wherever they would have us, we were there.
When I came in 7 months ago with my daughters, the first thing we had to do was put a new roof on.
Our vision was to make it shine once again and bring it back to what the theater was meant to be, a live theater. See, that's what no one else did.
We began renovations right away. We got 1 million bids, from roofing to painting to electrical, plumbing, seating, restoration.
True to her roots as a local dance teacher, Mrs. Rosemary saw the theater as more than just a glittering performance venue. It also became a vital community gathering place.
It's really fun because I like being on the stage, getting the experience of actually being on the stage and showing people my dance moves.
Today, the theater is a thriving performance venue and dynamic community gathering place whose stage draws world-class talents and is helping change the face of the borough.
I couldn't believe it. I walked in here and I thought, oh my gosh, this is beautiful.
We're having our shows here, full house, and you can feel the love in the room. What an amazing feeling.
Join us behind the curtain of the historic St. George Theater, a one-of-a-kind jewel that defied the wrecking ball to become a true treasure of New York.